Everybody back to the Boiling Point podcast. We're actually not coming back because it's our first episode. Pretty exciting.
It's pretty epic. It's a gamer moment.
We're gonna be releasing this probably bi-weekly.
Yeah, bi-weekly I think works best.
Yeah, on YouTube and
It's our first episode on Sunday, September 29th, 2019.
yeah. We have a few news stories to get into.
Yes,
Yeah,
we do.
Very exciting week in the world, right? The first thing we have going is the Greta Thunberg
So
the whole debacle.
she spoke in front of the UN. I think, UN, right?
Yeah.
All right. So she spoke in front of the UN. She's a little disabled. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, she's definitely a little disabled.
Yeah.
I mean,
If
it's not
and
too
she had
dangerous to say that.
She had like a breakdown in front of the whole planet.
Right. Yeah, it was pretty incredible. I mean, really a sight to behold. This girl was like bawling her eyes out over climate change. She's like, "Oh my God, you're taking away my childhood. We're all gonna die."
I think goes to show some of the climate change propaganda.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty ridiculous. I mean, there's really no reason.
There's no argument that the climate hasn't been changing. It has.
Yeah.
But the idea that the U.S. is the villain here.
I mean, also, we don't need to be crying over these things.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Cry about.
It's a little bit dramatic.
It's a bit much
to be, crying and thinking that we're all going to die in 10 years, because it's probably not going to happen. On to the next story, the Trump impeachment scandal.
All right, so what happened with Trump is he had a conversation with the Ukrainian president inside the White House, and there was a whistleblower saying that what he was talking about was having the Ukraine investigate Joe Biden's son, which if it is would be a breach of national security. You can't have you can't have the president telling a foreign intelligence agency to spy on a U.S. citizen.
Definitely can't do that.
Which, if it's true, is impeachment worthy. But
they're really trying to get impeachment proceedings through, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
He released a transcript of the conversation, and it's pretty clean.
Yeah. So far, they have no proof, pretty much. But you know how they are. They're going to try and pull something out of their butt.
There's one of these stories every week now.
Yeah, every single week. On to the next thing, FIFA 20 release coming out pretty soon.
So as I'm sure a lot of you know, FIFA was made by EA. EA lately has been under fire for their loot box issues and their microtransactions.
Yeah. A lot of people are getting pretty upset about how much money
loot boxes. It's almost like a form of gambling.
They're pretty much sucking away your money.
Yeah, and I agree to some extent that loot boxes are not the way to do things.
Definitely not. I think you should have to earn a loot box. You shouldn't be able to buy your way to.
Like, for example, my brother just yesterday spent like $50 on loot boxes.
It's ridiculous. I mean, you're already spending $60 on a game, which it's a soccer game. Why are you spending $60 on a game? You can only play one game. It's pretty ridiculous. But regardless, I mean, spending $50, $60, $70 on loot boxes, that's insane. It's really ridiculous.
I don't think loot boxes are necessarily bad in a sense where if you grind for loot boxes, I get that. That way you grind, there's an element of chance and luck to your effort.
I think it's a rewarding system that they have in games,
I think the chance thing does, like the item rarity thing, I think that's pretty cool. But I don't want to spend $50 to maybe get some like common paint jobs on my card in Rocket League.
And also, it just lets you pay to win, which is pretty ridiculous. I mean, it was even worse with Fortnite.
FIFA's very pay to win. Some other games are just cosmetic issues, but FIFA's particularly pay to win.
I mean, back to Fortnite. I mean, they were charging $20 a skin. That's insane. You could buy.
I don't think this item shop is necessarily a way to do it either. I think earning things is the best way for a game to work.
Yeah, especially for the longevity and total of the game. I mean, every COD game you see, it's dead in the year. You don't see people playing it after a year, and there's a reason because of that. There's no rewarding factor. There's no there's no progress to make. Every game mode is the same.
And the issue with FIFA is that a lot of kids play FIFA. A lot more kids than for most other games. You don't get that many kids in CS:GO. Kids don't play CS:GO, but they do play FIFA. I played FIFA
children.
Yeah,
not 15, 16, 17. But
in second grade, I bought FIFA 14. I played sports games then more than I did any other game.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's a big issue for children to get involved into that style of playing games.
I mean, it teaches them,
It's essentially gambling. It
gambling. It's 100% gambling.
EA spoke in front of the UN maybe a year ago.
Yeah. They're already getting banned in a bunch of different countries.
Yeah, I think
Denmark, Belgium,
Netherlands.
All these different countries. I mean, it pretty much is gambling, but for children,
it is.
which is definitely not good. So, on to the next thing this week. The new Joker movie. The new Joker movie is causing a little bit of controversy in society.
So basically, the Joker movie, which by the way looks really cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
It's coming out next week, and some
by
people
the way,
are
we'll be having a review of that movie on the next podcast. Hopefully,
we need to do that.
Hopefully,
we need to watch it then.
Yeah.
The Joker movie. There's been some controversy about the way that the movie is being viewed by certain people. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to really call it, but there's like, incels is what the military called it in their statement or the FBI.
Right.
Incels are like weirdos.
Yeah. It's the people that never leave their house.
Exactly.
And they go and they watch this movie. And
they're calling
think,
it like
it's okay to become a murderer.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
But the Joker movie is like, from what I can see, I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen the trailers.
Right.
It's about this guy and society like beats him down and he goes insane.
Yeah.
But he's not a hero. He's a protagonist. There's a difference.
Right.
And people are looking at it like they're glorifying him. They're not. Like, if you watch any other Batman movie, he's like the worst person ever.
Yeah.
He like kills children for fun. He's not a good guy.
No, definitely.
And he's not meant to be viewed as that. Yeah. Which I think is where people are getting confused. It's like he's a protagonist, but he's not a hero.
Yeah.
I think like most of the time you have like Batman and Spider-Man, no one really talks about the villain, which I think is why this movie is going to be so interesting.
Definitely people get stirred up about that. I mean, it's honestly pretty dangerous. It's like
the idea that this guy's a hero is
I mean, they're kind of making him like you're rooting for him to do bad, which is, you know, I guess in a movie it's not bad because it gives you a different change. You know, we always see
in a movie or like when you play GTA, you'll be shooting civilians. That's fine. Doing it in real life,
and I mean, we did see those examples of people running over people on the street, you know, after they played GTA. Which is a whole other debate on its own.
The video game violence thing.
Right. Which is pretty ridiculous. I mean, these claims that, you know, people are making about how,
people are, like
video games cause gun violence, it's pretty ridiculous. I don't even know where that would come from.
Yeah, like, I'll shoot children in GTA, but probably not real life.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, they're trying to pin all that on video games, which is just insane.
That's been going around for years now. Since like the 80s, there's been the anti-video game campaigns, the Pokemon Devil thing.
It's insane. Well, I mean,
do you know about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
When people were jumping off cliffs to catch Pokemon.
Oh yeah, the Pokemon Go thing. That's not really a violence issue. That's more of just a people being stupid issue. Yeah.
Retard issue.
People are not very bright.
Issue, yeah.
And I think some of this the Joker movie issue is pretty clear evidence.
Did you see the new Hillel food account?
Yes, I did.
Oh my god, dude! I can't. Finally, someone's doing something about it.
I've been in the school for a very long time.
This is only my second. I mean, I've only been there for 2 years, and I'm already sick of it.
But the food in this has been something that people have been complaining about since like past kindergarten. Before kindergarten, people don't really care.
I mean, I think I already caught like 4 forms of
and I think
E. coli.
This is.
I mean, I think I have like kidney cancer. What are those chicken nuggets? They're insane.
They're glorified kidney stones.
I mean, we'll probably have a picture of all that food up here in a second, when you watch this, but it's ridiculous. And oh my god, you see that one of the burger, that photo?
Yeah,
oh
I think the Instagram is actually probably the best way to reach out to actual people, because like kids can complain all they want.
Do you know Avi Green follows that?
Yeah, everyone follows that.
Oh my god, and Chris Johnson? Pretty crazy.
People can complain all they want about the food there, but nothing's really gonna change unless they.
We need the parents to do something.
The parents are the
people. Like they always say,
the parents are the ones that are paying for it. We just attend. It's not up to us.
It's ridiculous.
We can complain all we want, but unless someone actually does something, which I think the Hillel food account is the best way to do it.
I mean,
that so far. I mean,
I don't think it's the best way to do it, but I think it's a start. You know what I mean? At least we're trying to do something proactive here. Especially for me, because like I try to eat healthy. I try to eat healthy, but it doesn't count the Panda Express I had last night. But I try to eat healthy, and when I go to school, like there's literally nothing. Most of the days it's like baked ziti and
it's like baked ziti with rice,
like sweet potato fries. I mean, it's really not.
And the food there, it's the same thing every day, and no one really likes the things they have every day.
It's so bad.
It's like either chicken or baked ziti, right?
Right.
Like
even if
rice
honestly, even if I had chicken and rice every day, it's not that bad. At least I have protein and a nice carb.
I think the best way to actually do it is to let us bring our own food.
I get why that doesn't work. It's so ridiculous that they don't let us bring our own food. I've been to so many other Jewish schools, so many. Like honestly, this is my 5th school in 5 years, And every other school I've been to, even Jewish ones, they'll let you bring your own food. It's only halal.
I think I get why they don't do it. There's like the concerns about the
I
peanut
get it.
allergies and that.
I get it.
It's really just an easier idea to let us bring our own food.
It's so much better. And they, first of all, and they don't even have to change anything. As long as we can bring our own food.
It's actually a more efficient system for saving money.
Right.
Yeah, it's
really
cheaper for most
people. And also, you can also, even if they made us pay for lunch, I still wouldn't be mad if they let us, if it would be better food, you know?
Yeah, or they could actually...
I don't have a problem paying for
They could
something
charge us
good.
like every day or every week or whatever, and it's actually better food.
And it's on a subscription basis.
That would work too.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of ways to do it better.
In my old school, we basically, you ordered what you wanted every day. They had a menu each day, and you ordered like before, and the food was incredible. It was so good. Like, you, first of all, you always knew what you were getting because you picked what you wanted.
Of course.
And it tasted fine. I mean, it wasn't incredible. It's not Primal 12, but you know, it's great. It's like Mama's Pizza.
Yeah.
That's it.
And something about the school, when you pay for the food, it's so much better than the food at the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Like the bagels there. Remember, first 2 days of school they had bagels for lunch. Yeah.
That was
they were like
that was crazy.
They were icy.
That was crazy. Yeah, they were honestly worse than the bagel break bagels. I mean, I don't know.
I think that's because they profit more off the bagel break bagels.
Yeah, I wouldn't be upset. I mean, paying for stuff. It's at this point it's just ridiculous. I mean, we need to have something change in the next.
There has to be a solution eventually.
Yeah.
I've been at that school since like elementary school, and it's been consistently either getting worse. There's been some times where the food's a little better, but it doesn't last.
Right.
And that's the issue.
Right. Every few weeks we'll have a good meal, and that's it.
Of course. Yeah, we'll get like.
But is that their fault, or is it just maybe they forgot to turn off the oven, So.
Maybe the oven's not working again.
So yeah, honestly, I mean, hopefully, then at least they'll like have to give us bagels again, which were the best meal so far. Yeah, so
it's pretty epic.
Pretty epic. Have you been playing Rainbow Six Siege lately?
I haven't. No, what's happening there?
New update with new operators. New operator release was Goyo. He actually has a pretty insane ability, which is that he has deployable shields, and he puts a mine on the back, a fire thing on the back of the thing. Of the deployable shield, if you jump over it, it explodes, and it blocks the doorway for 10 seconds.
Oh, so it's like an easy block.
Yeah. So I mean,
Wait. Oh, that could actually bring us back to there is Rainbow. Those characters you have to pay for them, right? You have to pay for your.
I mean, you can't earn them though.
You can earn them. You can. All right.
Yeah.
So that is a solution.
Yeah.
They do. Are there loot boxes?
There are loot boxes, which you do pay for, but they're cosmetic.
Cosmetic. Yeah. All right. I used to play a lot of Overwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game has characters like Rainbow does. It's a hero-based shooter. But they were all free. You had them all right off the bat. And they update the game there consistently. It's pretty every 3 months maybe there's a new character.
Right.
And it'll always be free. There are loot boxes.
Right.
But they're cosmetic.
Yeah.
Which I sink some money into that.
I mean, clearly every game that has those pay-to-win loot boxes never works. I mean, you saw Infinity Warfare. I mean, a month after it came out, it was dead. Already.
Yeah. EA, Activision, they need to get on that.
Yeah.
Rocket League, I play a lot of that. That game has cosmetic loot boxes, and you can earn loot boxes, but the issue with that is that you need to pay for keys to unlock them, which I think is a pretty bad system. The only real good thing about that system is how there's a trading, there's a whole economy on it.
That's actually a pretty cool.
I like the trading economy thing. Like a key is worth $1.
Right.
So with $1 you get a key, but there's $100 items that you can just pack.
Right.
It's pretty crazy. I like the economy.
That's gambling more than ever. I mean, it's literally physically money that you're putting into this game and literal money that you're getting out.
It is. Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. I mean, I don't even know the fact that you can trade items that are worth monetary value in a game.
Oh, there's some items that are worth I think that
thousands of dollars.
There's a $2,000 boost, which is the ugliest thing in the game.
Right.
But because it's an alpha exclusive item.
Right.
It's worth a lot.
Yeah.
So the loot box debate, it's pretty complicated, and I think most people it's a pretty unanimous opinion that there's something needs to change, and people don't like it.
Right.
I think it's a general consensus.
Yeah.
People just aren't into that.
I don't know if you saw, but I don't know if you've seen those videos of the Boston Dynamic robot, the little dog one that jumps around.
Was it like that one that iPods had in like 2002?
No, the Boston Dynamic robots. The ones that do parkour and they like bully them and like. You ever seen that?
Oh
yeah,
like, the one where there was the door and the guy was like hitting with the stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Why?
So they're starting to sell those robots now.
That's
you can buy them.
How much are they?
I mean, they're not for retail sale yet, but they're being rented out. They're actually pretty cool. I mean, they're fully autonomous. They run around. You can put them like pretty much anywhere, and it'll be able to traverse. It can map out rooms. It can do all sorts of stuff. And I feel like there's actually pretty cool implications for those robots. Just in the real world. They have sensors in them, so they can actually map out a room, so they know if there's a person or if there's a couch or wall, blah blah blah. And they also have stuff mountable things you can put on their backs. So let's say you need carbon monoxide detector, and you can send it in to clear a whole building, or even for military.
So you're saying for like a military installation or like a firefighter or something like that.
I mean, they can be
pretty
useful.
I think that's actually a really good idea. Having people go in is a lot more risky than having
right.
Yeah. Another thing we could talk about, Ryzen's releasing a new CPU on their Ryzen 3900X line.
Really?
Yeah, the 39, I think it was 3950. Hold on, I'm trying to remember what it's called. So basically, the thing lately, Intel's had a monopoly on the CPU business for a very long time, as I'm sure you know.
Right.
And Ryzen only lately has really gotten into competition. Yeah, so the 3950X, let me see the specs. It's putting some real competition on Intel, which is very good for the industry, of course.
Right, Intel's kind of been slacking lately. I mean, they've been releasing these super expensive CPUs.
They've had power for so long.
Right.
I think this actually is gonna make Intel get back to work, which is really the best way to like improve the industry,
right.
Push forward.
You need competition.
Competition pushes the industry forward on almost any industry.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
breaking monopoly like Ryzen's trying to do, it's working.
It's a great idea.
Like you watch a build guide, any build guide made past summer
of
like this
Apple
year, it's Ryzen.
Right.
Unless you have like some very niche system.
Right. I mean, Intel has had such a grip on the market for such a long time now. I mean, in order for Ryzen to take it back, to even get such a minute amount of that market is going to be pretty hard for them.
It's going to be a pushback, but they've already got a pretty good chunk. Like, as I said like a minute ago, any build guide made past the summer features Ryzen over Intel.
Right.
That's because Intel price to performance is just not up there anymore.
Right. I mean,
maybe I know there was some competition like 2012, but that doesn't really matter anymore if it's not still competing now.
Right.
And since Ryzen's pushing back, it's actually pretty good for the industry.
Yeah. Have you seen the new It movie, It 2?
I haven't seen it. Why? It looked pretty cool.
It's pretty awful. Don't see it. If you're thinking about seeing it, don't see it. It's pretty terrible. Yeah, I mean, the first day was just so much scarier, and it was just so much, like... It got good reviews, but I'm telling you, it was not good. It's pretty predictable, pretty scary. It was not scary at all. I would definitely not see it again.
Spider-Man's back in the MCU. That's pretty cool.
That's big news.
For those of you that don't know, about, what was it, like a month? Half a month?
Right.
Something like that. Sony announced that they were cutting ties with Disney on the Spider-Man deal. Basically what happened was that Disney asked for 50% of it, and Sony was not getting as much of the profit as they would have otherwise. It really was Disney's fault. Sony owns the property, and they sold it. Disney tried to buy it back, but now they have they have their deal back for at least another movie, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Spider-Man's a pretty valuable property. So a lot of money going to Disney and to Sony now.
I honestly can't wait. The Spider movies are really good.
Yeah.
Marvel's honestly like stepping it up lately. They've had like
Endgame arguably was a peak, but
yeah, I think so.
I think it's just hard to top.
It's gonna be. It's just the series finale.
Their new
of such a
announcement,
long period of time. It's like, and it's
10
honestly,
years where something I've been watching since I was a kid. Like I went to watch Iron Man, the original one in theaters when it came out. It's crazy to watch it.
Yeah, to watch everything play out. And the thing is with these long like series and their finales is they make it or break it. Everyone thought Game of Thrones was going to be the best thing ever. The best TV, the best.
And now,
the final season came out, and nobody talks about it anymore. It's just how things are.
I think the issue with ending something like Game of Thrones was that people talked about it because of the mystery of it, like what happened,
They let it wait for too long.
Yeah, exactly, and like they went on the 2-year time skip, right? The season 7 skip.
Yeah.
And, they got some hype, but then they lost it because it sucked. They had to keep up the consistency, and the quality they didn't.
It's so hard to do that. I mean, their budget was insane for the episodes. I mean, they were spending hundreds of millions of dollars on each episode.
The episodes definitely like had cooler effects.
Yeah,
but they didn't do much.
We have both seen The Boys.
The Boys is great.
Wow, great series on Amazon. If you haven't seen it,
it might be like the best show of the past 3 years.
If you don't know what it's about it's a superhero show, but it's not. It's
really,
not. Okay, yeah, so it's not like a Marvel movie.
It's
like a satirical comedic version.
All right, so in this world, there's these superheroes, and they're owned by this corporation called Vought.
They're like,
but they're asshats. They're like the worst. Yeah. They're like celebrities.
Yeah.
But they have the power to kill like.
They could do whatever
they could destroy a city if they wanted to.
Yeah, they could do whatever.
It's pretty cool because there's this guy, and one of the superheroes is like the parody of the Flash.
Right.
He ran through his girlfriend and
literally ran through her, and she exploded.
And now him and like some people who also were wronged by them, some of them we know how, some of them we don't.
Right.
Are out hunting them now.
Yeah, and they're slowly killing them off one by one, which is a lot harder than it seems. It's so funny. I mean,
it's a very funny show.
It's a comedy.
It's a comedy with some drama elements.
Yeah.
There's some action scenes that are really good.
Yeah.
Like when they fought Translucent in the shop, that was so cool with the music playing.
Yeah, that was funny.
It was a very funny scene.
It's honestly it's more it's like more of a comedy than anything else.
It's pretty dark.
But it's also a pretty interesting
it's a dark show.
The idea that
in real life superheroes probably wouldn't be perfect.
Yeah, they wouldn't be good people.
And we all think, oh my god, it would be so cool to have superpowers. No, you'd probably be an asshat.
Yeah, they're most likely.
You'd probably just be an unkillable asshat.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty good series. By the way, the ending left on a big cliffhanger.
It's a huge cliffhanger. They already announced they're putting for season 2 in production.
I know.
They're probably gonna be filming around within. I don't know if they already are actually.
That was great for Amazon. I mean, they're Amazon Prime. Like, not many good originals. Not many great.
Jack Ryan was stuff. Okay. It's the only one I really watched.
I didn't really watch Jack Ryan. I watched
It wasn't all that.
What's it called? What did I watch? I watched The Man in High Castle, which is pretty good.
Oh, what's that about?
It's about if the Nazis won the war.
Oh yeah, I saw the commercial.
That was cool. Suits, pretty good. It's not an original.
It's not an original, but it's on there.
But it's on there, and Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, which also was pretty good.
Speaking of subscription service, Disney's launching their own pretty soon.
That I can't wait for.
It's so cool. There's a lot of cool exclusive shows going on that are already in production.
Right.
A lot of the MCU hype is definitely going to lead into that.
Right.
We have some Star Wars shows. What do they have? They have Scarlet Witch, WandaVision.
They're having the new Falcon one.
Yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier. That looks so cool.
I know. By the way, they're filming it right now in
Atlanta?
No, not in Atlanta, overseas.
Overseas?
Yeah, I'll tell you where. I have my phone on me.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, here it is. I can tell you where in a second.
It probably wasn't good to snap into the mic.
Yeah. I don't know if I told you, but my mom's ex-boyfriend actually manages the Falcon, so...
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually play golf with him. Probably a lot of you know
Pretty
that.
epic. Gamer moment.
Let me tell you where they were filming. They were filming in Budapest.
Oh, so it's like was that the thing?
Where Scarlet Witch might be.
No, Budapest. Was that the, okay, I feel like an idiot right now for not remembering, but in the first Avengers movie, the Hawkeye and the Black Widow thing.
Yeah.
You don't remember? It's like...
I do.
Yeah, that scene where like everyone was wondering what happened there.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool if they like show what happened. I thought they might do that in Hawkeye or in Black Widow.
I mean, all these are pretty exciting series. They're also coming out with the new... They're also continuing Star Wars: The Clone Wars, which, oh my god.
That's something fans have been wanting for a while. But
it's so good.
Speaking of Star Wars, The Mandalorian, that's going to be so cool.
That's going to be cool.
I don't remember if they said it was about Boba Fett or about another Mandalorian. It's pretty
I think
cool.
It's Boba Fett.
It's Boba Fett? Yeah, that everyone's going to want to see that.
Yeah, that's going to be... Or Jango Fett. I don't know.
No, it can't be Jango. He's died. We saw him die.
Oh, it's true. We saw him die in what? The Clone Wars?
The second one, episode 2, yeah, Clone Wars. No, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Attack of the Clones.
What's his name called? Mace Windu.
Obi-Wan. Oh no, Obi-Wan fought him, but he didn't kill him.
No, yeah.
It was Mace.
All right. Also, we saw. Wait, let's see how much time we're at. We're at 30 minutes.
Do we want to cut now?
Do we want to cut now? All right. Well, I think we're gonna cut now. Let us know in the comments if you want a longer podcast.
We could make it longer.
Yeah. But I think we did pretty good for our first episode. Tell me what you guys thought.
We're gonna have to rewatch this and do some editing.
Yeah, do some editing. We'll probably be releasing in a day. See you guys later.
It'll probably be up by Monday.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.